This playthrough is rated T for teen.
You know, Oscar, it's really creepy when you just stare at me like that for hours and hours and give me no-nonsense answers. Well, you haven't even talked for like a week. You know, I'm starting to think that you don't like me too much. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Syberia. The last episode, we finally made Oscar's legs, but we forgot to actually pick them up again. So let's get them. We also forgot to turn on a light so we could activate Momo, apparently, and he wants us to draw him a mammoth. And I think I know what to do to get that. It's another thing I missed while I was editing my videos from the week before that. So, but first, let's go ahead and get Oscar's legs and get him started on our next bit of adventure here. Yeah, they're over if you just go in this area. This right there. Let's pick up his feet, or I mean, I guess technically, well, it's got the shin, so I guess it's enough of a leg to be a leg. But I don't want to say feet, but yeah, feet are just kind of the bottom part. So yeah, let's just say legs and be done with it. I think he's deserved it. He's been hanging on that chain for a while, been sitting in that chair for who knows how long. He deserves to walk, and no one's here to fix it but Kate. And hopefully he'll owe us something for this. You know, like learning more about Hans, or at least pointing us in the right direction anyway, so. Alright, dude, here you go. Oh, like I said last week, if you don't give him the right legs, he just says they're the wrong legs, Kate Walker, and then doesn't even give you a suggestion on what to do to fix that. He just like, these are the wrong legs. Maybe I'll pop up like an old save file where I do that later, so. Outside of the code.
Here are your feet, Oscar. I hope they fit.
Kate Walker, I see you managed to produce two XZ2005_B models.
I gave it the thumbs up. We did right. We did good!
Allow me to express a real feeling of joy, Kate Walker.
You're an automaton, you can't
They really
feel.
suit you. Comfy?
Very. You are very kind, Kate Walker. I am sorry to have to leave you.
Where are you going?
I must find my train. Its departure is imminent.
So I get you your legs and everything like that, and then you just run off? Talking about ingrate. Get back here. You're going away very slowly, and I'm not stopping you at all to follow you or anything like that. Okay, well, you have fun then. Are you gonna close the door as you allude to? No? Oh, he does. Well, at least he's polite. Anyway, well, what that means is now we need to go find Oscar, which he's basically at the train station at this point. So that's the final little bit of this chapter, is the train station and deal with Oscar. So before we go there, let's go deal with Momo again and take care of that little thing situation he wanted. Yeah, it's another case of I missed it. Like, it was there, it was obvious, but I didn't see it the first time. But it's not like there wasn't anything to do in the last episode, so it's not like I wasted your time. But I could have been a bit more efficient at it, but yeah, it's an adventure game. You gotta click and find and learn and grow, you know, you can't just solve it all instantly. I think we're done with the factory, actually. Well, let me think. No, I got that item. I unlocked the cutscene from that, so yeah, I don't think we have to go back to the factory anymore, so. Alright. So let's go back to check on Momo again. And this will lead us to a new section, from what I remember. Well, I mean, we probably could have gotten to this before, but it's easier if we just have Momo show us, so, because it's part of the story anyway, so. Yeah, she's, hopefully Kate's not afraid of heights, because she's like, I've had to do this like 3 times already. Or no, 1, 2, oh, sorry, didn't click it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be 6 when she comes back down. I think this will be the final time we have to do this, though, so. Not that I care, but, for Kate, though, yeah, it's a big deal. So, anyway, what we need to do is we need to find, go back over here where the light is, turn that back on, and you probably, for those who have better eyesight than I, probably already noticed it, but, yeah, this was in the corner, and for some reason when I skimmed over it, another case of not noticing the magnifying glass, so, yeah, let's take a look at this. Yeah, it's a little mammoth there. Hans apparently marked it in the thing. I don't actually. Did they ever talk about the room he was actually locked up in? I wonder if it was. No, if it was the attic, he would have gotten out. So, but yeah, Hans in 1932. So we need to do something to it. So let's make an impression of it. Yeah, Kate can't draw, but we can do the next best thing. Yeah, for people who don't know, you can actually like run pencil lead over like a indention or whatever, and yeah, basically something similar to that. So it's a way to get like an impression without actually having to be able to draw it yourself. And Momo being who he is, he should be able to fall for it pretty easily. So, and because it was drawn by Hans, well, I guess it is Hans technically drawing. I'm just copying it. So, do you have any more things I can ask you, or is that?
Momo,
Oh yeah,
I've got Momo.
we did learn about the cave. Oh yeah, I can't ask him about production and stuff like that. I think that gets cut after you get Oscar his feet. So.
Tell me, Momo. I heard about a cave. You look like a smart little fellow. You wouldn't know where it is, would you?
Draw a mammoth for Momo.
Okay, here's the deal. I draw you a mammoth, and you tell me about the cave, okay?
But first, draw a mammoth for Momo.
He's so simple that he's stubborn enough to not fall for like the tricks of just telling us where it is before he even gets the prize.
Momo,
Okay, well anyway, let's give him the weirdly enough the impression goes onto this screen instead. I guess because technically you can look at it. So.
Thank you. Momo happy. Now follow Momo. Momo show his secret to Kate.
All right, so we're gonna automatically go there and not have to worry about following the actual kid, are we? Right? Right? No, we actually have to follow him, like legit. We can't just automatically do it. Ah, boy. Anyway, I think we're 100% done with the attic there, so we don't have to go back to that. We don't have to go back to the hedge maze, so we're slowly filling out the rest of the pieces before we finish chapter 1. Or part 1, however you want to call it. So I do like after you solve kind of a mystery, it starts the music back up again. Hey, at least he waits for us to an extent, so we kind of generally know where he goes. Some adventure games would be more obtuse and be like, all right, just look around the game and try to find Momo wherever he is, and you're like, no! So where are you, Momo? Aha. Yeah, he's going to take us to a place I never actually went to yet, because I didn't feel the need to actually go there yet, so. Alright. Yeah. And just Kate starting to pant, just like, oh, I'm a lawyer for New York City. I'm not used to exercising. Except she lives in New York, so she probably has to, well, no, if she's a lawyer, she might have enough money to take taxis all the time. I was about to say, she lives in New York, she might just have to walk all the time, so. Yeah, I forgot how far I went to. I think, no, I did make it here, okay. You can never get in, so yeah, that's how you finally get into the gate there. I was trying to remember, I mean, it's been weeks since I last checked this part, so. Yeah, now we can finally get in. Ooh, look at the animation go. Alright, kid. This better be good. Just walk as slowly as we can. Ooh. I like the water physics on that. Man, back in the day when this came out, like 2002 or whatever, that was the bee's knees, man. Yeah, adventure games would tend to leave because of the way they did the art. Art could have like cool scenes like this without super straining your computer. But they were usually like I said, matte painting type of situations. So anyway, nothing to interact with here. Although I've said that before and I've been wrong. So, but as far as I'm aware, there's no actual interaction on this screen. It's just to show, hey, this is a living environment. Not every single screen has to. I know in a lot of adventure games they would do that where every single adventure screen has to have something to it. But in this game, and a lot of games that are more like it, the more cinematic and atmospheric games, they tend to be just, they'll have a screen that has no purpose other than, oh, look at this. This is a nice looking area, but that's it. So, and I guess trying to make a realistic scene from point A to point B. So, yeah, now we're in the forest proper. We hadn't done that before, so. Where is that dang kid? Where's that cat? Or no, that's a different movie, so. Yeah, I was just trying to, if I'm slowing down, I'm just kind of appreciating the work into the, atmosphere and stuff like that. They didn't have to, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Sometimes some games you know, some people play games so fast that they kind of lose track of the, you know, what's behind them and around them. So, and some games don't really need that, and other games I think deserve it. So, looks like we got a little boat here, but we can't. Oh, what's that down there? It's like an oar,
It's
maybe?
a shame this boat's been left to rot. Now it's full of holes.
And we can't
It's
get
a
into
shame
it?
that
Well, you don't want to get your feet wet, Kate, huh? All right, fine. Now let's keep going. Momo, where are you? Yeah, we'll have to remember that for later. At least I don't think I have anything. No. So I don't think I have anything to mess with that yet, so. Are you tired, Momo? Well, alright. So we got a few places to check on, but let's go ahead and talk to Momo again.
There you are, Momo. This is some walk you've taken me on. I've got to say, though, it sure is mighty pretty.
Momo come here often. Momo like make splash in water.
Huh. Well, let's see. Do you have any... I wonder if he had new... Well, he said he's going to talk to us. Okay, but let's see if he has a new extra dialogue now that he's here.
Because of you, Momo, I look more like an explorer than a lawyer now. If Dan could see me, I don't think he'd like what he saw.
Momo don't know Dan.
I know Lieutenant Dan. I know Dan Hibiki. I don't know this Dan, though. But I don't know if I care for this Dan from the way he talks and the way Kate talks about him. But maybe it's just we don't know him personally, so...
Why have you brought me here?
Mammoth doll in cave. Very important for Hans, Anna say.
Cave? What cave? Where?
Momo not liar.
Cave where? But you're the one who knows about the cave. You even asked about the cave, Kate. What, did you bang your head on the way here?
Right. Now we're here. What do we do?
Kate and Momo throw stones in water.
Momo, we're here because of the cave. Something to do with the cave.
Momo and Kate, friends.
Yes, we're friends. Now show me the cave.
Tell me, Momo, do you really think that after all these years, Anna's brother is still alive?
Anna always say Hans go away, but Hans come back maybe.
Well, at least from what I understand. Well, I don't want to spoil anything.
Tell me, Momo, I met someone real interesting in the factory. A kind of robot called Oscar. Now, he told me about a train. Anna didn't tell you where it was going, did she?
Train! Train! Choo-choo! Choo-choo! Woo!
Momo, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, apparently he really likes the train, because that gets him really excited.
You are a strange one, Momo. I'm beginning to see why Anna Vorarlberg liked you.
Momo, Momo look like Hans. Momo very proud.
How would you look like Hans? You're not even related to any of them. Maybe it's just that like weird bit of genetics that somehow the right combination. Because they say everyone in the world has a twin, you know. And in history, if you look at like certain historical figures or old art, you'd be surprised how often you see people of today that look like people back then, despite how like genetics work and how it shouldn't occur. But somehow, the body or the way things work, sometimes people repeat similar looks. Maybe not exactly the same, but pretty close.
It must be fascinating to live in a village full of automatons.
Automatons made by hands.
Okay, that's the
Difficult.
same.
Tell me, Momo, did you come here a lot with Anna?
Mm-hmm. Anna like Momo. Anna like...
I think that's the same too.
So you reckon the cave that Hans and Anna found is round here? You wouldn't know where it is exactly, would you?
Cave disappear. Anna say nobody find it. Disappear. Psst. Like magic.
Caves don't go disappearing like that. It must be hidden by something. That's all.
Momo like playing hide and seek.
I think that's just as well.
Wonder if it got covered up by something and rocks fell on top of
Momo?
it.
I've got to go now. But see you later, maybe.
Okay, so let's see if we can find this cave. Let's check the left path first before we do that. Let's see. Oh, we got a cave area over there. Let's see if there's anything I can interact with. Nothing obvious. I have to remember that sometimes if I just see it on the screen and before I even waver my thing in front of it, it's probably I can interact with it. Not all the time, but...
I can't go that way.
Dude, it's a little bit of water, Kate. You can walk over it. Okay, fine. We'll have to find a way around that thing. Kate, you're doing all this, yet you don't want to get your feet wet? You are a strange lady indeed. Now let's see what's up here. Looks like we got like a... Oh, we could let out the water so we could walk out there. So let's ruin the ecosystem, shall we? All right. Let's see. Let's pull on this thing. Gotta be strong enough, right? We're a lawyer from New York. Come on, Kate. Put your back into it. Lift with the
Must be
legs.
broken. I've got to get a helping hand here.
Well, there's no one else here but Momo. Let's ask him. He's a special kid. Perhaps I've heard sometimes kids like that can have a bit of extra strength. But I could be wrong. I mean, we still need the help. 2 people are better than 1. It takes 2, baby. It takes 2, baby. Me
Momo.
and you.
I've got something else.
Momo,
Okay, anyway. I think help is the one we need to choose here.
Can you help me, please?
what do?
Help me open the dam.
Momo's strong.
See, there you go. He himself even said he was strong. Although he might be just braggadocio, but who knows? Let's find out. Are we just going to let him do it by himself? That's kind of cruel. He is 10 years old. I think he's supposed to be 10 if I remember. Ah, he's too strong. He broke it. Dang it, Momo.
Oops.
Ugh. Well, at least he tried. And it probably was... Actually, I'm trying to remember what type of... Usually they use strong... Well, I guess depends on the construction where it is. Sometimes they'll use strong wood. Sometimes they'll use, like, steel and stuff like that. So, well, poo. He was too strong.
That looks broken.
Yes, Kate, it looks broken. But we now have an item. What can we do with this item, though? Let's put it in our jacket of infinity. Yep, and it just disappears into there. Kate, how did you pick up that thing? That thing was probably pretty heavy. I assume we can't, like, put it back together. Nope. Okay. Let's go back. So we need to open this thing so we can get to the cave. The cave, huh? I hope there's not, like, a dozen of, like, random nasty people that, like, or selfish people that are trying to escape something in there. That's from another game. We couldn't do anything with this earlier, but...
I could use one of the oars from this boat as a lever. But how am I ever going to get a hold of it?
Go into the water and get it. Seriously, lady. But anyway, yeah, we need to use the broken oar to get that. I think you have to have messed with the device to even consider grabbing this in the first place, so. It's a case of...
That oar is all dirty and wet.
Oh, boo-hoo, Kate. Pick it up.
That oar is all...
Seriously, Kate? You're not going to pick it up?
Ugh.
Man, Kate, what? I'm losing all respect for you as a protagonist, you know that, right? You've already been climbing up and getting your, dirty and all this other stuff. What's to stop you from picking up a dirty oar?
Momo,
Momo,
I think we can ask him for help again.
I've moved the oar nearer. Be a good boy and carry it for me?
Momo say yes.
May take advantage of a child, Kate. Being an adult indeed. You are an odd lady. Well, fine. I'm just, but it does seem kind of odd at times. You know what I mean? She's making this this kid do all this work. This 10-year-old. I mean, I'm not saying you're not capable, because we do live in a world where we think kids can't do anything, but kids are more capable than we give them credit for. I think it's just because certain societies coddle kids more than others, so we don't give them the chance to grow like they probably could if we give them a bit more freedom. But it just depends on who you are in your situation. Hey, okay. I guess that oar is too heavy for me, apparently, so he just walked off with it. Hope he didn't throw it back in the river. Oh, great. Now you're just gonna... Can I have it back, or are you gonna put it in the thing or something?
Momo,
Momo,
Okay, anyway. I think we have to ask him help again, I think.
can you help me, please?
what do?
I need a hand opening the dam.
Momo say yes. Momo's strong.
Yeah, can you use that oar for that? So, yeah, now he's just holding on to it like like a you know, like a sword or something like that. You know, he's got a future in the construction business. I assume he has to push out that other bit, but we don't care about that. I'm surprised Momo has enough instinct to figure out, I guess, basic construction mechanics or whatever. But they did say he was kind of good with something.
Momo, very strong, very strong.
Thank you, Momo.
Or at least he said he wanted to do stuff similar to Hans, and he was messing with those cogs earlier. So, but anyway, now that we've opened that up, and yeah, see, when you solve a puzzle, the theme song starts playing again. So you can kind of know you've hit the right step in the next direction. And Momo disappears for some reason. Actually, I think he went towards the cave, but if we've done everything right, the cave is now accessible. Hooray! Yeah. Oh, sorry, Kate. You couldn't walk in some water, so... I assume the idea is that the river is... But that doesn't even look that deep. She just didn't want to wade in the water. That's all it was. Oh, well. That's fine. I guess I'm just so used to certain adventures not caring about that stuff that... So when someone realistically goes, I just don't want to get my feet wet, it's kind of strange. So, anyway, yeah, we're in a... I don't know if the... So the only thing that was blocking it off was water. Huh. Who knew? I don't think you can do much in the cave. I think it's another case of ambiance and seeing the scene and everything. Ooh, ah, and all that. No, there's the old paintings from a prehistoric man or whatever. So clearly a tribe was in the area at one point. You know, a long time ago, obviously. So, what's that? Let's see. Oh, the mammoth doll must have been knocked down a long time ago via either Hans knocked it down or just the elements. We now have the mammoth doll. We're going to need that for the train sequence event. So we would have had to come here. Eventually anyway. Well, actually, anything in this game we'd have to come for. So, all right. I'm not sure actually where Momo disappears to at this point. I think he just goes back to wherever, like town or something like that. But yeah, now we have to go back to the train station and talk to Oscar, and that'll get us the last... Oh, got a phone call, finally. I was wondering when someone's going to talk to us again. Hello? Avon
Hello?
calling.
Kate? Is that you?
Well, yeah, who did you think it was?
I didn't recognize your voice, that's all. Must be the distance or something. So, spill the beans. What's Europe like? You lucky lady, you. Honestly, I never get that kind of break.
Well, so far all I've seen of Europe is this tiny village, and frankly, they're not very hospitable. The whole case is getting really complicated. There's this surprise heir I've got to find.
I know. I talked to Lynn, who bumped into Joss, and she had coffee with the head honcho this morning. He didn't sound at all happy. The client's meeting him tomorrow, and when Marston tells him that the sale's not even gone through yet, whoa, you're gonna be pleased you're on the other side of the ocean when that bomb goes off.
Yeah, I get the picture. But so, how about yourself? What's up at work?
We lost the Referral trial. I worked 5 months on that dumb case.
I remember.
So, for a bit of therapy, I went to Boomy's. The sale started yesterday.
Wow, lucky.
It was absolutely, Katie. Absolute mayhem. You know that blue silk top I wanted? Guess how much I got it for?
I don't know, 250, 200?
$140. Just get yourself back here and I'll go down with you.
Like it's my choice. Look, I gotta go.
Call me soon, huh? I want a blow-by-blow account of every moment of your great adventure.
Get out of here. Look after yourself.
You too.
Yeah, I will.
You can tell that was a friend of hers, or at least a colleague she appreciates, because you could tell that the voice actor acted a bit more like happy to talk to her. So it looked like it was a friend of some sort that worked in the offices as well as her. So nice to know that Kate has friends, because she seemed a bit more jovial than. Well, okay, maybe it wasn't. She was still jovial, but when she was talking to her to Dan, Dan seemed jovial at first, and then kind of like behind. So I'm like, I don't think they're actually married. I think Dan's her fiance, I think, or something like that, or or boyfriend, girlfriend, or something like that, if I remember. Now that I recall. But yeah, too bad you don't get to call them regularly and interact with them to like ask questions. Really, the game kind of forces the calls on you more than anything. Because remember at the beginning of the game when I tried to call them, and couldn't get a hold of them. So, oh well. I'm trying to remember if there's ever a case of the game where I have to actually call a character to initiate like a puzzle or something like that. I don't think so. But we're not done with this game. Not about to go. I mean, technically, if you know what you're doing, you could probably blow through this game in like probably like 3 hours, maybe less than that. And that's if you just skip all the dialogue and go straight to the puzzles and everything like that. So, oh yeah, we'll have to come back to the notary before we finish the chapter. So, or part or whatever. So, and as far as I know, he doesn't have any new dialogue, so we won't talk to him. And you can't talk to the notary to ask him any questions because he's resting. Now, as far as I know, he rests for the rest of the game. Technically, if we want to, we could go back to the... I might stop by the innkeeper just to see if you can ask him anything, but... Let's see, I'm trying to remember... Okay. Just making sure. Now, I think the way... I think it was... Was it this way? Because this one took us to the hedge maze. I think it was this way. Yeah, this way to the hedge, or to the train station, so... Gotta catch a train! Well, we can't leave yet, but you'll find out here in a second why we haven't... Well, one, the train isn't even... We did power up the train, so we did do a lot of stuff already that the game didn't even tell us to do. We just did it because we were here. But if we hadn't done it already, we would have had to power up the train and everything like that. But we kind of saved ourselves some time while exploring our next objective, which probably would have happened eventually anyway. Now we just need to find where Oscar is, and that's a whole mess. I think he's supposed to be on the train itself, but...
No need to go down.
Nope, we can't go in the offices yet, so... Alright, let's see if we can find Oscar. Next objective. It's objective. At least I believe Oscar's on the train anyway. I know he's in this general area, so... There you are, yep. That was creepy, just waiting inside the door. He's like, I've been waiting for you, Kate Walker. Ah!
Hey there, Oscar.
My functions do not permit me familiarity, Kate Walker. Even if you are my first and only passenger.
Me? Your passenger?
Yes, you, Kate Walker. Is it not for that reason you completed my production process?
If you say so.
Huh. Well, even though Oscar's supposed to be kind of this, I don't know, somewhat different type of automaton, he still kind of acts cold towards us, even despite everything we did. I guess it was just required of us as a maker or whatever.
Oscar, you know you could just call me Kate. It would be so much nicer, especially as we're going on such a long journey together.
I am sorry, Kate Walker, but I have already logged your name. I cannot modify this data, and my functions do not permit me familiarity, Kate Walker.
Well, I hope your functions permit you to learn the difference between being familiar and quite simply nice.
I don't know if he's programmed for... Is he programmed to love? Love? Hate? Love?
I have decided to come along for the ride, Oscar. Ready when you are.
Your ticket, please?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The rules clearly state, Kate Walker, every passenger of this train must possess a ticket.
Okay. And where do I get hold of a ticket?
Only the ticket vendor may issue tickets. You are in luck. The ticket office must be open now. You should go there immediately.
I was going to ask you more questions, Oscar. Come back here. Okay. But, yeah, if we had no ticket, we would have gotten thrown off the train like by Indiana Jones or something like that. So, let's see if we can put on, since we're here, let's see if we have a spot to put the mammoth. Put it here. Oh. Doink. And then I think we can put the other thing here. Yep. Those aren't active, I think. And then, yeah, here. We got every, like, little trinket. So that helps us with that step. But now we need a ticket because Oscar's being stubborn. Alright, well, now that the ticket office we couldn't get into. Now we can actually go inside, finally. Yeah, unfortunately it's a case of the game, we need to give a reason to. It's kind of weird, this game sometimes you can do stuff without reason, and then other times you need a reason to activate certain... Now Oscar's in the ticket office, so... Can we actually go inside the ticket office, or do we have to talk to Oscar?
No need to go...
Okay, anyway. Let's talk to Oscar. Yeah, sorry, when I click mission,
But
usually it means...
It's you?
What can I do for you, madam?
But Oscar, it's me, Kate Walker.
Correct. Your name is indeed Kate Walker.
If this wasn't so silly, or if this wasn't like a... Well, never mind. I was about to say this would be... If this wasn't so serious, I'd find this funny. But, yeah, I think I need to stop clicking mission, because that basically sets us into the next path of stories. Let's ask him another question, see if he repeats himself.
Poor Madame Vorarlberg. I'm sure she would have loved to come along.
This train was designed for only one passenger, Kate Walker.
So, it's like I've taken her seat.
Maybe.
Are you the only automaton on the train, Oscar?
I have been designed to attend to all tasks relating to the smooth functioning of the train and the comfort of its passengers.
Okay, Oscar. I don't doubt your talents for a second.
Huh. Well, we should, but...
This train is amazing. I'm going to travel like a princess.
I am happy that you like it, Kate Walker. This train has been designed to optimize passenger comfort.
I guess deep down, all ladies like to be treated like princesses, and men like kings.
I can't wait to meet Hans Vorarlberg. What about you?
I would find the experience inordinately gratifying.
Forget to congratulate him on the success of his incredible automaton.
Why, thank you, Kate Walker.
Well, you might forget if you're really into the whole, please sign this so I don't get in trouble at home.
Oscar, you know you could just...
I am sorry, Kate.
Well, I hope you...
Okay, that's the same.
Oscar, if you were in my shoes right now, what would you do?
My reasoning mechanism does not permit me to manage problems outside the mandate of my own functioning.
So, thanks for being a constant companion in the game. Usually they are used to help you, but nope. All on our own.
What can I do for you, Kate Walker?
A train ticket, please. Why, do you sell anything else?
The only function of this ticket office is to issue tickets. You are requested to accelerate operations. The office closes in exactly 3 minutes. What can I do for you?
A ticket, please.
1 ticket?
Yes.
1 ticket. What is your final destination?
I don't know. It's you who told me I had to get a ticket.
A ticket to travel, then.
God. He's so like, his programming makes him so stubborn. It's kind of funny when you think about it. Anyway, a train ticket to the for the mechanical railway departing for Vauldemare. This ticket is valid for one person and should be presented to any official of the mechanical railway when so required. Well, practice Vauldemare practice Vauldemare notary document AZ654 authorization for access to all or part of movable and movable estate constituting part of an inheritance. The Vauldemare heritage description of the object: one mechanical propulsion locomotive including coaches, accessories, and drivers. The present document stamped by the recognized permitting authorities entitles the holder of this document access to the aforementioned property.
There you are. Do not lose it. This office is not entitled to produce duplicates. This advice also applies to the accompanying documentation.
What's that?
The authorization for the release of the train. The ticket officer may ask you for it at any time.
But I mean, you are the...
Attention! The exact moment has arrived to close this office.
Oscar, I'm not sure if you're frustrating or lovable. Maybe both. But anyway, he's back on the train. But as he said before, we cannot move from this train until the release permit is authorized because of how stubborn he is. So, so we've already for those who haven't gotten here and haven't done all the train stuff, basically you just need to go to the other side of the map, and for those who haven't been watching and just randomly cut in to figure out what to do, you just go to the other side of the train and hello, what's this?
Kate, it's me again.
Dan, I was going to call you.
Yeah.
Are you mad at me?
I've just called Marston to return this week.
Oh, yeah.
So when are you coming home?
I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it. The situation is kind of tricky, you know. At the beginning of next week, I hope.
Yeah, whenever.
Dan, please. Just hang in there, okay? The stakes are higher than I thought, and you know how much I love this job.
I suppose it's neither here nor anywhere to you that the Goldbergs are going to...
It is. I mean, it isn't. I mean, Dan, this really isn't the moment. You know I'm thinking about you. I love you, sweetheart, and I'll give you a call when I have some news. promise. I've got to go now. I've got kind of a train to catch.
A train? Where are you off to now? This is crazy, Kate.
To tell you the truth, I've no idea. Love you, honey. You know that.
Kate!
Well, you can tell that Dan's kind of a dick. And you can tell it's almost one-sided because Kate, on the phone, it sounds lovingly to Dan, while Dan's kind of like, but the Goldbergs, and I'm like, dude. Although Kate is the same lady who doesn't want to get her feet wet, so I don't know if she's the perfect catch, but she seems like a nice enough lady, and she's goal-driven, but she's still willing to have a relationship, so, you know, what do I know, right? But, yeah, Dan seems kind of a whiny New Yorker to me, so... All right, before we leave, we need to get that ticket authorized, and we've already set up the first part with that oil, that bottle of oil. We just have to go back to the notary. I was going to... We're almost done with part 1, like, right... We're almost done with part 1, like, right... We're, like, right at the cusp. So, I'll just extend the episode longer than I would have normally, so... Because why not get to the end of the game, so... Or, end of the part 1, so... Alright, let's see if the innkeeper has any random bits of dialogue that we missed before we leave for parts unknown. Actually, well, I don't... Hello? Oh, well, thank you. Actually, can we get our baggage? I haven't... There was a thing to click on our baggage, but we could never do anything with it, so... Hello. I might not be staying for much longer.
I'm back again.
Miss Walker?
Let's see if he has any new dialogue.
Hello.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, that's the same.
I'm going to have to extend my hotel reservation.
Stay as long as you need to. Really, it's no trouble. We're delighted to have a little bit of life at the inn. How many extra days will you be staying?
I really can't say. I'm just not used to this sort of situation. It's so unexpected. First the alive person dies, next the dead person comes alive.
It is indeed a very unusual situation. We have a cousin who has an inn in Bremen. He has problems with ghosts. Imagine, the ghost refuses to leave his room. The only way to move him was to give him a bed in the attic.
It seems that the ghost I'm looking for hangs out in...
It is very unusual. Please do stay in the room as long as you wish.
If only I had a wish.
So says me.
I think I'm going to need your help again.
Are you leaving already, Miss Walker? Should we bring down your luggage?
No, I'm not leaving.
We would love to help.
Okay, that's the same. Never mind.
I have been led to believe that Hans Vorarlberg is still alive. What do you think of that?
Nonsense. The young Vorarlberg died in an accident at the age of 18. The whole village was shocked. I can still remember my mother telling me the horrible details. Go take a look in the cemetery if you don't believe me.
So that's a clue to go check out the cemetery if you forgot about it at some point. There was another thing that suggested going to the cemetery, but that's another clue.
There's a train at the station platform. Can you tell me where it goes?
No idea. We don't even know if it works. I thought it was some kind of prototype.
Huh. I bet the automaton's there.
I just love all these little mechanics.
Okay, I think that's
Careful
the same.
what you say.
Okay, that's the same.
Did you know Anna...
Oh, why, of course I did. I mean...
I think that was the same.
I'm gonna go look...
As you...
Okay, so we're done with him. Nothing more from you. I don't think he had anything. If you... I mean, I could probably pull up an old thing where I unlock the cave in production and see if he says anything, but I don't think so. But later where I check to see if he had any extra... dialogue with the cave in production dialogue options. I did kind of skip a few...
I don't need that for...
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, weirdly, you can check that, but there's no reason to ever do anything with it. And I don't think you need to grab it for your trip to the train station, so... But yeah, let's go to the notary, and since he's still resting by this point, we'll just have to use his devices without him. I mean, how long does it take him to rest? Maybe he's R.I.P. if you know what I mean. I don't think anyone else has anything new. I think the old man's the same thing. We could double check though, since we're about to leave anyway. Might as well call it the end of part 1. So.
Hello again.
If you have...
I am.
Okay. Nope. So, yeah. Yeah, don't expect, like, multi-layer dialogue trees in a game like this from 2000, so... But you never know. Sometimes you'd be surprised what adventure games will throw at you without you realizing it. Like certain hidden dialogue or jokes or something like that. Not all of them do that, but sometimes they do, so. Yeah, I probably could have been more efficient with this, with Chapter 1, but this is playing from a person who doesn't remember every single detail about the game since I played it, because I think I played it only like a few years after the game came out, and I found it, I think it was only like $20 or something like that at the time. It was when I bought like a lot of adventure games for like discount. I'd find them at, you know, the game stores, because usually people wouldn't buy them regularly or something like that. Or maybe I bought this for $10. Or maybe I bought this for $10. I don't think I have my original copy anymore though, so. Alright, we need to grab the notary, put it there, and stamp it. Booyah. Alright, let's grab that. It's approved. I guess it doesn't matter where it is. I don't think you have to do anything else. No, we just need the notary, so. Yeah, you can tell we did something right. Oh yeah, I can check the notary. We did something right because the music's playing.
Oh no.
Yep, he's still resting. So, yep, we're done with him for the rest of the game. And as far as I know, a lot of these characters we'll never see again. So, Sir not appearing in this film. Same with, I think, Momo. We never see Momo again either. I could be wrong, but yeah, I think most of these characters we don't see again. So, spoilers, you know. Yeah, this episode's lasting a little bit longer than I expected. Which I guess technically we're good to go. So, but anyway, I just want to get to a good spot. So. And then we can call it an episode, so. Yeah, sorry our episode lasted a little longer than I'm used to, but that's fine. Like I said, just having fun and enjoying the things. Because, yeah, we got every single piece of memorabilia we needed for the train, and we got the thing, we got the permit ready to go. And, in a previous episode, we already charged the train. The train's got should be unlocked and ready to, and powered up because of the keys and everything like that. And we've reset it so no one will trip over the line. And the janitor is still cleaning, and we can never talk to him. So and this place is so huge for like one-person passenger. It seems huge for like one-person passenger. It seems a bit obtuse, don't you think? Oh well. Yeah, that's crazy artists and all that. So I think at some point, if you don't get the permit and you don't get all the memorabilia, there's something about like the train. I think he says something about the train won't start until something's been said or something like that, which requires you to grab all the stuff and set it on the train platform. So, but all right, we've got our ticket and we've got a chance to get to Syberia to find Hans. Will we find Hans? Will this journey really take us to Syberia and away from civilization? And what'll Kate learn? Find out next time in the end of Part 1 and the beginning of Part 2 of Syberia. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.